Hello everybody, today we're going to be going over Delta Green's Handler's Guide, a role-playing game of Lovecraftian horror and conspiracy. This is the big boy Handler's Guide. A hot take, you don't have to have this to play the game. The player's guide's all you need, the agent's handbook. However, this one does have a lot of cool little tidbits that there are to learn. About the history of Delta Green, where it started from, who did what, what's up with Innsmouth, and how did other countries handle strange Lovecraftian horrors. So like this whole beginning part is what I would consider fluff, but very good fluff. I think this is awesome. And then we get into like the unnatural, so we start seeing like tomes and how like what knowledge can do and how bad it can be for your players and agents, and what it means for the world if some of these things are true or not. So we go through there, then we kind of go into like how different spells work, which they call geometry, non-Euclidean geometry or something like that. And it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's kind of fun to, use weird mathematics and other things to make these strange things happen. And again, like at the cost of your sanity, you can cast spells or not, or the bad guys can cast spells or not. Then we start talking about different creatures and monsters and the things that you're going to run into. Hello, stuff like that. So then that's not too bad. That gets kind of scary, especially when you start getting into the great old ones and you start seeing some of these big boys and kind of like what their ideas are, what the Delta Green knows about them, if anything. So that's exciting. I really did enjoy reading some of those insights. And then we start getting into some of the peoples in the organization, like the upper echelon of Delta Green, and what they're going to be all about, whether they're in research or tactical. Overall, it's very, I like this book a lot. However, I will say that it can be a little daunting when you first look at it, but then you realize you kind of just pick and choose what you want to focus on or what the players want to focus on. So that's kind of one way of doing it. So we go through all this and then we get to, how to create a campaign. Then there's a small adventure here. I did like this adventure. I found it to be a little triggering for some of the players when I was running it. So I kind of had to tone down some of the aspects. An incredibly good index in the back. Nice little how to do an operation order. You can give a full description of operation structure, entity details, ritual details. Really nice. I was very, very pleased with this one. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did when I thought I was going to like it, but I mean, I really think that this is a cool setting, cool stories, great ideas, and make Delta Green yours if you're doing something like this. If you don't even want to do Delta Green and you just want to see what some of the modern takes of some of these Lovecraftian monstrosities, this is a great book also. I really did enjoy Delta Green Handler's Guide, and I think it works very well for a keeper who wants to know a little bit about the darker sides of things.